Hey guys, Slap My Chicken here. We have my good friend Gabe with Virtual World. He went, what was it? Was it undefeated?
I went undefeated all the way through Swiss and split the finals.
Awesome, awesome. So here he's going to be showcasing that deck profile for you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead.
All right, let's move these to the side. We'll start off with the main deck. We'll start off with 3 Lulu, your main searcher, your main playmaker essentially. So long as you have another name on board, you're good to go. Lau's the other tuner synchro. Lau's for extension and probably like play through Nibiru. You have 3 Lili, your other level 6 setup card, dumps the card you need to the grave. Gigi's a very important card. It's your recovery card. It's also level 3. Tunian. Tunian's just a good number. There's no need to play a Tao Tao just yet. Maybe after Small World. On to the spells. 3 Qinglong. Standard ratio. 3 Kowloon. Gets your names you just need on the board. 3 Desires. I just like Desires. Drawing in this deck is much more important than it is like being able to get the cards you need. Card advantage is just strong. For the next cards, we have 3 Talons and 3 Droplets. Board Breakers. I don't run any hand traps in this deck, so it's kind of like going first. I have the Talons to rip cards out of your hand or continue playing. Droplets to break the Drytron and other Omni Negate boards. Also, dumping stuff to the grave with Forbidden Droplets, just really good. 2 E-Telly. Now there's additional names. This is why you kind of don't need Tao Tao. Just gets you an additional psychic name on the board. You can play off this without using your normal summon. 2 Foolish Burial Goods. I used to play this at 3, but it's really bad because like you -1 when you send the Qinglong, so 2 is just a good number. The card that's been working really well has been Morrow.
The Spice.
That's what they call it. I don't really like those names. But essentially what the card does is it turns dead spells and traps and monsters in your hand into more cards. Yes, there's a life points, deduction. So you take 1,000 for every card in your hand at resolution. So you could take 5, 4, 3,000. But the intent is to put dead cards, Qinglong, the traps, dead monsters, duplicate monsters into the grave. So you draw into more cards. Since you're not playing Prosperity, you're not locked into not drawing.
So I do have a question about the pop-ups.
Yes, sir.
Why pop-up over something like Magician Souls?
I can't technically afford Magician Souls, but
Okay.
mainly it was just an alternative that I wanted to test. With Souls, I would want to test things like Cupid Pitch and Barony, but because Cupid Pitch isn't legal for tournament just yet, these have been what we've been playing for right now.
So will they be replaced with Souls in the future?
There might be. I just need to be able to find some Souls, and I'm pretty sure we can squeeze it in somehow.
Gotcha.
1 Upstart. Just draw 1, pay 1,000 for consistency. 1 Metal Foes Fusion. At worst, you could just send it off this. But again, with Popper Up, you can discard this from your hand, take some life points, you put it back in your deck, you draw another card, so you break even. And then your standard traps. 2 Chuche and 1 Zhuang Yu. If I could, I would probably play a 3rd Chuche, but the ratio works fine, so we'll leave it at that. Onto the extra deck, we played 1 Dragoon. You can summon it off the Muddy Mud that I'll show you soon. This is for control decks, and we play the Kaliga for combo decks. So generally, your ending board could be either one of these, a Shen Shen, a mixture of this, one of these 2 Shen Shen, Crystal Wing, the usual. But again, this is for control decks. They usually can't out this, and this is for combo decks. They have a hard time playing through this. For the Exceeds, we start off with a Divine Zeus. It's Zeus. It's just a really dumb card. You make 2 level 3s, go into rank 3, make it, wipe the board. In addition to making like a 4 material Zeus with our rank 6s, we play Gaia Dragon. Gaia Dragon also doubles as a dragon material for our Dragoon, in case you're in a pinch and you can't make the ultimate Sulkin. M7 is just really good for recovering hand traps, combo pieces that you're missing, you name it. It's also relatively easy to make as a rank 6, so you can throw Arsenal on top. Fan Fan is your rank 6 spot removal of choice, removing a monster on field, removing 1 in grave. Also, when you summon it, your opponent usually can't play certain removal cards, because if they do, you get 2 free level 3s from the from the deck, so that's another reason why it's a powerhouse, and that's why you play Gaia Charger to slap it on top after you use the effect. The one break sword, it's just kind of like the best rank 3 you can make. If control decks rise again, we'll just play the Fortune Tune, since it can't be targeted and it can protect itself. Onto the synchros, the Ultimate Sulkin, the way I cheat out Crystal Wing, Shenshen, Chuche, Pass is a very strong board that a lot of people just undermine. So, yeah, Shenshen. Vermilion's another spot removal. In certain scenarios, you can banish a tuner that you need, say like a Lulu or a Lao Lao, by popping itself and add it back to your hand. So, combo extension if need be. Crystal Wing, the boy, strong negate, 3k, cheated out with Ultimayo.
The boy.
Coral Dragon, similar reason. It's a 6 tuner that you can make Vermilion with. Also, it's a dragon monster, so you can use it to make Dragoon under less optimal circumstances. Virtual Beast Dewey, without a doubt one of the best synchro monsters in the deck. It's a house, it can protect itself, it has spot removal. Being able to protect itself while being spot removal is insane, and also being a name. And being a 6 is just really nice. Charge Warrior, just to draw cards. Rarely do you ever do that little funky OTK. I don't run the rank 6 for it, the Utopia Beyond. But there are funny interactions where you can like clear an opponent's like scapegoat token board just with this one card. And then Muddy Mud Dragon, that's how you get most of your fusions. You can play the Hot Red, because this is a Dark Dragon Synchro monster you can utilize with the 3, but there's no need for all that fancy stuff. Last bit, let's go to the side deck. For the side deck, I play 3 Phantasme. There's a lot of Link decks running around. It fixes your hand. You break a lot in this deck, so why not? 3 Nibiru for the combo decks. That's it. Ashes for more control strategies, like ashing a Sanguine is just really good, and lower tier decks. 2 Lightning Storm and a Heartbeast Feather Duster. Back row decks are kind of running rampant. This also, Lightning Storm's really good in the Tri matchup. And then 3 Anti-Spell. A lot of decks rely on spell cards, and you just don't want your board breaking by the power spells. And that's the deck profile.
Awesome. Well, I do have a question. I know you went over a little bit in your deck profile, but how do you think it's going to change post Burst of Destiny? I know you mentioned Small World.
So the deck does what it does really well already. The only differences you can make is you can play cute engines with the Soul with Cupid Pitch to make Baroness in the deck. Small World, you can run hand traps in the deck and turn the dead hand traps into live cards. So it's just a matter of testing. I do believe Small World will see play in this deck a lot. But if you're going to go for like just the break board deck, then this deck is just fine post Bode.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Gabe, and congratulations again.
Thank you, sir.
Hey all, Slap My Chicken here again. Just wanted to cap off this video with a quick snapshot of the deck showcased by Gabe. If you like this style of content and want to see more, be sure to leave a like, comment if you want, and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching.